Sunday, the 27th of February. So it's a lot of information coming to and fro, up and down and all around, a lot of speculation, and everybody's on the hunt, literally on the hunt. And I did a video earlier about look over there, no, look over there, no, look over there, no, look up there, look down there. It's like, why are you letting people tell you where to look? Why can't you just look all around? Do a complete 360 multiple times and then back the other way. And then figure out where it is in your strength you are, is your core in the God core. So I came to my spot and I thought I would just sit with my sunbeams and all my visitors, and a message came straight in, and it was, do you think that you came here to get to know your free will and how your free will has been fragmented repeatedly over millenniums from the God source original blueprint of free will, to get all the way to this point into this lifetime, to awaken to the real God core meaning of free will, so that you can expand consciously in the heart, ground, ascend, only to be stifled even worse all over again, even worse than ever before, with what we want to call the NWO. Do we? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. But you know what I think is the messages I get for me. You've got to get in there and start heart thinking and what messages you get for you and why you're here. And do you feel like maybe you're ignoring things around you? Do you feel you're turning a blind eye? You know things are happening, but you just don't want to step into it because it's uncomfortable. And that is where we really have to get into the visceral core God self and begin to palpate with that. And some of that palpating and pulsating is going to create some uncomfortable unpleasantries. And that's okay, because we have to sift through them all, clean the cobwebs, release things that no longer serve in holding us down in any way, shape, or form. We want to be held down through the physical avatar of grounding and being in that geomagnetics of the beautiful Mother Earth, so that we can feel her pulsations, her rhythm, her messages, and that of our inner selves and our team. So that visceral inner core God self, that's your power. That's your power. And so get in there and reset several times a day till you realize, oh, I'm in it. I'm fully present. I can see things with new lenses. I can smell and taste and hear, vocalize, feel with new senses, more heightened senses, because I've taken all the static and the fight or flight of the having to survive and running to and fro and keeping my nervous system overloaded so that I'm exhausted before I get to sit down and actually tap in to my inner God source core. That's where your intelligence is. That's where your innate God source intelligence is. You don't get it from a book. You get it from practicing, tapping in, turning it on, turning it up. Let it override all the incoming and outgoing other stuff. And that's the soul that you're putting in the driver's seat. And that, my friends, is a choice that you all have to make. And yeah, you may go through some bumpy roads. You know, I'm getting shown a picture of like, you go on vacation and you want to go to some of these like really nice tropical islands. Very few have airports to just zip right in. Sometimes you gotta land somewhere else, and you gotta travel into this place of paradise. And the more people that come into the paradise, and the more it gets opened up so that the transportation in there is more available to you. But for the most part, some of those very beautiful, sacred little spaces and places here on earth are the ones that we ventured out and found and felt that connection like no other, where you could just sit there, be there, experience there. So maybe find a spot in your mind's eye and then bring that to where you are in this moment. And know that just simply some deep breathing will help reset the nervous system so that you're now on a little more of an even sensory system. Don't try to do it when you got 1,000,001 things to do. Take 99.9 of those off your plate as often as you can and connect with this core center, and then start co-creating from that place and space. Creating and visualizing and seeing. But we didn't come here to get all locked down. It doesn't mean we're going to ignore it or turn a blind eye to it. No. We're going to bring in those columns of light. And we're going to clean house. And we're going to make room for more beautiful crystalline liquid and fluid to come in and allow the body to release its short condensity and expand out. Allowing more breath and more energy and nutrients to fill into all the spaces and places and nanoparticles and all that good stuff. And then once, as an individual, we find that alignment, then we can go out and begin to just be in the ridiculousness. And I don't mean that lightly, but some of it is. And we can just be in that space and be present with it. And just observe from a place of not being attached, because we know that we're here for a higher purpose. And so allow yourself to be shown that through breathing and stepping out of the 1,000,001 things you have to do. All right? Much love. Please like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it. It helps the algorithms. And if you need any assistance, my website's always in the description. Thank you.